It's time for more Skyward Sword action.
Yep, we're on the surface.
Alright, let's continue.
The fabled surface.
With a giant fence preventing you from going off the side.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's practicing.
You're already trying to ruin your new sword.
Like the sword can take chip damage.
So the shield is not indestructible, but the sword is?
Yeah, you can't really break the sword.
Oh wow, that's pretty sick. You got the just frame on that.
Oh, you got a jelly.
Look at it just wiggling around.
So is that your type of girl?
No,
Jelly?
no, don't even talk about that. Okay, listen, you know.
Okay, woman-shaped jelly ghost.
When a man has interest in a jelly ghost, or what looks like jelly, you know, the interest is tied purely to that. Not every jelly will satisfy the same.
Not all jellies.
Not all jelly.
Let's just stop talking about this for a while.
This is starting to go in a weird direction.
It's something you probably don't want to know.
So, you know, Link is hallucinating just like Zelda.
He's having a moment.
How do you know this is not actually happening?
Well, we don't. Unless he's having some problems, which is onset by all of his stress from the academy.
Well, as you know, that's the in prison, and he shows up a lot.
He shows up later.
Yeah, he shows up later and a lot. It's kind of annoying.
If you couldn't guess by the
By the obvious.
If you could not tell by the recurring theme of a giant monster inside of Link's dreams and stuff.
That's a nice. Look at that nice breeze.
What is this, Wind Waker?
The Wind Waker breeze. Surprise! You know, you get to actually use a conductor wand.
Hey,
I don't know.
I have the what was it, the stylist?
Are you trying to conduct with the sword?
Yeah.
I have no idea what song you're playing. That's not a song.
I think he's just doing the generic, like, conductor thing. Like, this is back from, you know, school, but, you know, the path is just, you go down, to the right, left, and then up, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have to deal with this ominous thing.
Of course, because, you know...
The song is creeping me out.
It's not really clear if it's the thing that's talking to us, or if it's something else.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will work out.
Just point your sword skyward. That's the answer. I mean, it's written on the cover of the game, right?
You know, I know I'm gonna have to do this anyway, but I like how like Link listens to every word. Like he hasn't even met this person, and what if me just doing that just unleashes Armageddon into this world? You know, I just messed it up.
Well, it was a prophecy.
Link was meant to do this, so it's okay.
And hey, he made gas.
Green gas.
That's the first sign of the end of the world. I knew it. Messed up.
Whether the earth starts farting.
I started spelling.
Well,
gas.
when you put it like that, it sounds just gross. Oh, I see. Dousing, huh?
Yeah, dowsing is kind of like a form of well, in Twilight Princess, when you were able to control the wolf, you were able to pick up scents of whatever you smelled. This is exactly like it, except
Except with their sword. So
Yeah.
we're sniffing for Zelda with her sword.
the sword smells.
You need to press C.
You got to put on the douse.
You need to go into Zelda mode.
Or you need to go into sword smelling mode. And
Okay,
pick the
Zelda's
Zelda.
over there. The sword is smelling a Zelda over there.
It's not just Zelda, it's a Zelda. Like there's many Zelda.
yeah, Zelda has that distinct.
Zelda.
Smell good. Smells nice.
Yeah, what would be the word for like a group of Zelda? Would you just say Zelda, or would it be Zeldas?
I think that is the dumbest question I've ever heard.
Why are you offending me? Like, it's a serious question.
You just get a group of Zeldas together.
Well, technically there are many Zeldas because of all the different games. What
Yeah,
if
but
they
they're
were all
never-
in one room?
But they're not.
But what if they were?
That's impossible.
Well, I'm all about going against the impossible, my friend. We got a save marker there, I think.
Yeah, bird.
But you're just like, forget it. Like,
the bird.
Save.
I don't need to save.
I die and then I gotta go way back.
Revitalizing potion.
So this is the potion that heals your shield.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
You
gonna.
just pour it on your shield, and your shield feels better.
yeah, so when
So when you inevitably mess up your perfect blocking,
you take shield damage. You don't take damage when enemies hit you.
yeah, if you perfect block like you did earlier,
Yeah, like
the
that.
shield does not take damage.
But
But if you're just holding the shield and something hits you, then Link staggers and the shield takes damage.
I see. So the goal is to get the perfect block.
Yeah, because that
Oh, fairy!
Get the fairy. Don't throw away your shield potion because you're probably gonna need it.
I'm gonna throw in my
But he
shield
got a
potion.
health potion. So,
Throw away the health potion.
well, is it stronger to have the
It's,
health?
it's the same strength, but the fairy also like heals
No,
when
no,
you
no.
die.
The health potion heals 8, while the
Equip the bottle.
yeah, the health potion.
Yeah, before the fairy goes away.
Get him! No, gotta get over there.
The health potion heals 8 hearts, and the other one it only heals 4 hearts, but it also has a potential, you know.
Well, that one says the fairy heals 6.
Yeah.
But you know, fairy is like a you know,
Insurance policy.
insurance, yeah, basically.
Try to see what that weird triangle is.
No, maybe not. Alright.
It's a person.
So this was the person that was talking to you, you know, told you to do that Skyward Sword. So
Oh, I see.
hit that statue.
It's like they got a clock on their face.
A pendulum.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I don't know if she mentions it now or later, but I think she mentions that every braid on her hair is a year gone by.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know if that was from this. I think she mentions it later on, or that was something that I found out later. You know.
Has she been just sitting here this whole time, like, making those braids? Like, well, it's been another year. Time to add another one.
I think it's like a Sheikah thing or something, right?
Sheikah are very mysterious.
Whatever.
Wearing this, like, giant tent hat thing.
It's something.
Huh.
She's talking about my destiny and all that stuff.
Yeah, Destiny, whatever.
Who cares about Destiny?
I just want to see my sword.
Yeah, I just want to play. But it's also kind of funny how, you know, you're on the lookout for Zelda and you're trying to find her, and it sounds like she's just thinking, well, you know, the Spirit Maiden or whoever it is, she's around and she's got her own problems, but so you've got your own too. So just do your own stuff.
No, but
Don't worry about it.
his problem is looking for Zelda, so it's kind of like you cannot, you know.
Yeah.
That's his goal.
And this
So
is
you got Faron Woods. the one direction we haven't gone in.
you need to learn how to use the map because you haven't really used it at this point.
No, she's actually teaching something pretty vital. I mean, you don't use this often, but you.
Something that's important once later in the game.
So basically, what this does is, you know, you put a beacon on the.
On the X.
Yeah, on the.
Stick that
Or
little circle
You
in.
you zoomed in for greater accuracy.
you put a beacon, and then the beacon will show up when
Yeah,
you
you
go
can
onto
see
the
it as a pillar of light.
Yeah. So it's useful for
In the real world.
you know, if you want to go a specific location, you know, if you want to just
If you're
put a
bad at reading maps, you can just put it where you need to go.
Well, you've already been asked if you can read maps from earlier in
Yeah,
the game.
Pivot
remember?
asked you.
Yeah. I mean, you can read, right?
Like she tells me about the treasure chest in the room, but I already picked it up. Alright, time to start our
You want to save first?
journey. Yeah, I better save the guest.
Talk to Bird.
Well, you're not really talking to it. You're just interacting. It's a bird statue. Oh wait,
Well,
wait.
Link talks to the bird as much as he talks to anyone else.
No, but remember, wasn't it a thing of like that you pray at the statue and that's why it does that?
Yeah, and praying is a kind of talking.
Oh, I guess you could argue that. Yeah.
What does that guy say again? Like, was it? A pray a day saves 9. I don't know.
Pray in time saves 9.
Yeah, a pray in time saves 9.
A pray a day saves 9 days.
Pray a day keeps the doctor away.
I wish I knew that in Majora's Mask. Like, pray once a day and save 9 days.
3 days is enough for Majora's Mask.
I know. You would have at least 3 playthroughs. So the blue light, that was what we did.
Yeah,
on the
that's
map?
your little circle on the map. And it's time for you to start destroying nature.
Well, one of the fun things about Legend of Zelda is cutting grass.
I mean, Link is the best weed whacker in the entire gaming universe. It's a Goron.
We encounter our very first true kind of like difficult enemy.
Surrounded by...
Not difficult, but...
What do you think? Like, demons or what kind of things are they? Bokoblins, right?
Yeah, these are bokoblins.
Bokoblins are usually, like, more piggish, aren't they?
Well, bokoblins in this game, they're like Oni.
Yeah.
They look like traditional... Well,
so they're more demonic.
Yeah, like notice. I mean, they're red. They have horns. They have like leopard print underwear. These are all traits. I'm not even kidding. These are like traits of like
specifically
Oni.
leopard print.
Yeah.
Huh. This guy looks like he's on an adventure himself.
This guy right here.
Gorko the Goron.
Hey.
He'll say stuff that he's like, oh, I know this world. He'll talk about Skyloft like it's a paradise and all that stuff. And he's talking it, saying it to Link, and then Link, Link is from Skyloft, so it's kind of funny because saying all this stuff like, oh, it's a mystical place, it's kind of hard to get to, blah blah, but then Link's already been there,
Yeah. But of course, since Link is our silent protagonist, it's not like he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I've been there.
He'll just stand
there. Yeah, he'll just stand there awkwardly and just be like,
just smile and nod.
Yeah, I think he'll tell you.
Yeah, you can just use the control stick.
Yeah, Motion plus.
He wants to get the full benefit out of, the physical motion.
Yeah, so this is part where he talks about how it's like island in the sky where you can
There's these crazy people that live on an island, and they fly on birds.
Giant birds. Notice all the birds down here are tiny.
Man, their civilization is way more advanced.
I mean, then again, a lot of these are pretty huge birds.
Now he's just getting fanciful.
Yeah, he goes off topic. Saying all that stuff. Like the water you drink it, you live forever.
Oh, but that's accurate.
What?
There are pumpkins.
Well, we don't know if they never rot.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, this is a video game, so they don't rot.
Yeah, technically they ever rot, but that's like a, Man, he's really getting into it.
Alright, tell us about it.
Oh, okay.
I like it was like you want to hear more about it, but then it's like, well, I would tell you, but I still need you.
You think
I still don't know.
Do you think Gorko will ever get to Skyloft?
I don't know. I mean, if he hangs out with Link, it's a good chance, right? Or actually, are Gorons allowed up there? Like, is the reason that he's down here and he doesn't know about it because they're not supposed to be up there?
Well, there are no Gorons up there.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is it a thing of like he's not?
I don't know if they're not
supposed to be up
allowed, but they just aren't.
I like how in this game that this statue right here is the statue that you have to interact with to activate all the other statues. So if you don't activate the statue, every other statue would have just been null.
Huh. But
So-
what about the ones that we interacted with before, like the save statue in that area?
Those are different.
Oh, I see.
So it's like if you never spawned in Faron Woods, you would encounter all these statues in there, and Link would just wonder like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Well, fortunately, the story was created to get to this point.
It's convenience, right?
Yeah.
To advance the plot.
Have you ever smacked yourself in the face when you're trying to jump up?
What?
Because you have some close calls. You're doing like that.
Like I've never smacked myself with the Wii.
Safety and health is our first concern when gaming. Look out for your friends. That's the message at the end of the day.
Yeah, the Wii Motion Plus we have didn't come with a jacket, so we are
Yeah, but I got the straps on.
we are going
Okay.
raw.
Okay.
If you want to describe it like that.
We have no protection. A protective rubber sleeve.
Would you? Okay, you're pushing it to extremes.
I didn't. You're the one who's misconstruing what I'm saying.
No, I'm letting it be, but I'm just gonna focus on Fee instead.
You know, I wonder when did we start having our minds in the gutter? You remember back when elementary school, people always used to say, you know, like having your mind in the gutter and stuff like that. But then now it's kind of like we hear jokes like these and we instantly just think of.
Because you grow up.
I remember when I was
That's the difference.
I remember when I was in first grade, I would spend a lot of my time looking up curse words in the dictionary.
And you thought you were hip or something?
I was a cool kid.
Yes.
I knew words like stupid and damn and sex. I knew all the hot words.
Because those are really...
Those are bad words to a 6-year-old.
Yeah,
At
of
least
course.
back in the 90s. Now, like, 6-year-olds just...
Is that the marker in your brain? Like, this is the 90s. Like, it was different.
The 90s, it was an innocent time. It kind of was. Kids in the 90s did not really have the internet. Like,
that's true.
I mean, the internet was around, but it was not like what it is now.
Well, E-Bomb's world.
Even E-Bombs, well, that's like late 90s.
Oh, money.
Those trees with the glowing orange, they contain money if you hit it just right.
If you hit the glowy part.
Yeah, but if you can completely miss that. You know.
Wait, bring your sword out. Douse, go to dowsing mode. That thing smells like Zelda.
Ooh.
Oh, that must be Zelda.
So is that Zelda?
It probably is Zelda. Zelda got turned into a plant thing.
Well, that sucks.
Leave Zelda alone.
I don't know how to describe it any other way besides that sucks.
We'll just go back to the headmaster. Here's your daughter. Turned into a weird plant thing.
I mean, we tried our best, but didn't get there in time.
Oh my god. These guys are so adorable. I love these guys. Even the way they talk.
It's terrified.
So cute. It's like Bulbasaur.
Link didn't even do anything. He's just standing there. He's like, okay.
Are you a friend? Is that thing Zelda?
That's Zelda, right?
5%, huh?
Hey, there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance that might be Zelda.
Now, if we're doing Pokemon percent chance rules, that 5% is actually
That thing is definitely a Zelda.
That's like, the 5 is really an 80% chance.
Yeah.
And the 85% is like the opposite or whatever. Or 80%, you know.
But does Fee make up those percentages?
Yeah, she's pulling numbers out of her figurative ass.
Her
out of her jelly.
her spectral ass.
Oh, so I forgot to tell you, there is actually like,
Get it out of your mouth.
there is a way to sprint efficiently for speed.
Oh, really?
Is if you need to run until your sprint meter is just before empty. So
Oh, yeah.
so it does 4 low beeps and then 4 high beeps. You want to let go right at the 4th high beep, let it refill to 1/4, and then start running again. Because the last quarter of your stamina meter drains at half speed, but it refills at full speed.
Huh, interesting.
So if you're running long distances, you want to use just the last quarter. It's
So
the
just-
most efficient.
Just kind of like chasing this thing around. Mostly because we have the 5% chance.
It's our best chance of
Yeah.
finding Zelda. The 5% chance that is Zelda is our best chance so far.
As opposed to the nothing.
I mean, we know this thing isn't Zelda.
Well, of course.
If it is, we'd be screwed.
Well, Fee would have told us, I'm assuming. We have to sniff for Zelda with our sword. Link just takes enjoyment out of scaring little creatures.
Oh yeah, you know that little dust that comes out of the mushroom when you hit it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can collect
Yeah,
those.
you can bottle it.
Oh, I forgot. What is it?
I think it's a random effect.
Was it? I thought it attracted bugs or something. Or was that? There was something that attracted bugs.
Beats me. All I care about is finding Zelda.
Alright. I like sushi. So cute.
It's kind of like a porcupine, but with just grass. It's like only now does it realize that it doesn't make sense that you would be out to eat it.
I think out of all the Kikwi, I like Machi the best because I like his design on his face. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's a more cuter.
It's not weird like the others. That's what you're saying.
I like how the past two things that Link has said
What's a
is
Zelda?
both Zelda.
Zelda?
Link is like a Pokemon, but he can only say Zelda. If he just comes out and terrifies the thing, but just doesn't care at all. Interesting.
Yes, we know that Machi will never move again, so we can mark his location on the map.
Of course. That's just how things work out. Man, I really love the design of her outfit.
Yeah. I own the art book for this game, and they had a very different design for 5, but it was generally around that kind of look.
Then she wanted to be a jelly ghost computer, but not what kind of jelly ghost computer.
Hey, I'll take it. I mean, the end result is pretty great.
Alright. We got the 50 out there.
Sniff with your sword.
Pretty much, that's what it is.
Can you imagine if the sword had a giant nose on it?
Dude, I swear, sometimes I think Link is like an ant, lifting up.
You mean like lifting up things
Are you gonna
that
go?
seem
Are
like
you
it's
gonna do it?
What?
They're gonna go all the way down there for that 1 rupee.
Man, that was terrible on his part. He was just like, I'm gonna get him! And then he got wasted. Nice perfect block.
Octorox.
Their weapons are kind of interesting too. It's just like a meat cleaver almost.
Yeah.
Okay, was there something over here? Oh no, this is for later on. Alright.
Screw it, I don't need to see a waterfall. I'm out of here.
Fuck the waterfall. Oh.
Here's the thing.
Oh, that's pretty.
Well, guess what? It's a crafting material. So you're gonna need to collect a ton of those.
I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna be very annoyed by those.
Yeah, that's probably the most common.
And the thing is, every time you pick them up, you know, every time you start off, reload from a previous save, it will always do that. It will always tell you that you picked up.
Hey, you got this thing.
Huh. I just love how like mean it is.
What?
He just like shoots the thing back at it with perfect accuracy.
Link is a world-renowned reflector of stuff.
That's what I want to be. A world-renowned reflector of stuff.
Well, when you say it like that, it just sounds like...
I know, it sounds lame.
It doesn't sound glamorous at all. Neat.
Oh,
Good
shit.
job.
Wow. Expert at jumping.
Well, you know.
Well, you
I
can't...
didn't say he was a world-renowned jumper or rope
Yeah,
grabber.
you can't be the best at everything.
Hey, you can't
World-renowned jumper at ropes.
That sounds like something that should be on the Olympics.
Rope jumping at.
Yeah.
You know,
Just call it that. Rope jumping at.
Beautiful grammar.
every time I play this game, like the first time I played this game, I thought that this one right. Does this look like something?
I don't want to say what it is.
Come on.
Wait, it looks like a kiwi.
It looks like
Exactly.
balls.
Yes. No. It looks like a kiwi.
it's balls. That's what
It looks like a kiwi. Shut up.
That's what I'm going for.
What are you doing?
Just talk to it.
Here's Bucha.
With a
He's like
with the most amazing Fu Manchu I think I've ever seen.
Zelda?
Are you Zelda? I like how he just assumes that when you say Zelda, you're referring to the girl. Like, what if you were referring
Oh,
to
you
something
mean the
else?
other one?
No, I mean, like, what if you were talking about something else entirely separate? You'd just be like, oh, well, the girl?
like I said, characters in this game, you know, they're very good at, you know, figuring out what Link is trying to say. You know.
Yeah, because Link is a mute.
Yeah, they're good. They're very good at it.
Which just further contributes to my thought that Link is a telepath, and he just, like, feeds the information into their brain.
I mean, he did like, you know, envision.
I don't know. I think you're giving Link too much credit.
What, you're saying Link doesn't have ability like that?
No, I think he's just... I think we went over this before. He's just wordlessly gesticulating, and everyone just interprets the perfect meaning out of it by coincidence.
You're basically saying he's like some kind of idiot that just motions with his hands.
Yeah.
And everybody figures it out.
Alright, so before Bucha tells us where Zelda went, we have to find the other Kikwis.
So he's actually having to do labor.
In classic story fashion.
No, I think he's more like, I don't remember where Zelda went, but maybe if you help me out.
We're gonna
Well,
pursue those
go to-
Kikwis, right?
Yeah, we're gonna persist.
Well, we need a dowse. You got a new dowsing option. You can now smell for Kikwis.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright.
So I think next time
We're gonna sniff out those Kikwis.
we're gonna smell some Kikwis.
Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Alright. Well, yeah. See you next time. Yeah, I wonder how kikwis taste like kiwi.
Why are you contemplating eating them?
Well, don't jump off the side of the... No!
Yeah, you can't call your bird from there. You can only call your bird from the docks.